Well, now you know those men's obsession, right? So Powder, the movie, and then Gunpowder. So white purity and black. Black powder, gunpowder. So, what the war was over. See, you got to remember that stuff could be used for two things. One for war, and one for not war. Now, the Israelis knew how to do it, and the Spaniards. One used it for war, one didn't. Both could have used it for not. But something sparked off their war. So you got to look and find out what it was beyond, the All-Americans bullshit excuse. But pretty much, it's the All-American, the Oyster Cracker Man, the Antillas, GPS Paso Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon and Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Morgan, Steve Jones, so on and so forth. Famous. They're trying to take over the Israeli throne, blue, and or the English throne. And so they probably tricked the Spaniards or the Mexicans into going to war for them up here. So once it was evolved, that I wasn't around for it, what was the dispute? So if she came in to evolve you guys up, and then all of a sudden he's basically saying that I killed her when I hadn't even been up in Michigan, and then they got an Ohio criminal record and I haven't even been there, what's the correlation? It kind of means that Joe and them killed Greg Faust's son and or Jay Beswick's son and then went after his daughter and then the Schwartzes. So quite obviously, if they're running the same mockery on the McDonald's carny carving on Jim's mother and or the Schwartzes, and then me, and then you, Brian, and then Heidi, what do you think Bernardo LaFaga, LaChance, and the Carney Cans, Ellery's, and their little playmate of their other male fag there on the other box is doing? What do you think the Oyster Cracker Man doing? So, if the blue children actually existed here and or Colorado after that evolutionary Riley and him, guess what? So his attachment to Don Riley. Why? Because they're opposed to a Spanish Jew, several of them, and a warfare tactic. But maybe she knew how to use it for not war. And then when they evolved it, because it's been evolved before, when they brought in those tubes, those guys put in the Carney train, Red Randy and them, and they're stuck. Carney, country, and western, and ghetto life. So when Bernardo LaFaga LaChance came running through, it didn't belong to him. He knew it belonged to you, Brian. And then, basically through Charles Ellery's Bididafat spies. So they're covering up a rape and a murder. So he came in and goes, and then so he hones on Bailey and Kim and you, Brian. And so when they want their white purity, they swapped out Brian, they put me there. Oh, just a nigger. Right? But he knows I'm related to also Holly and Amanda, right? So when Bernardo Carney took all that stuff with Dave, they came running in and going, So your evolved world, they took out, and that's why you're getting some of the smells that are supposed to be there versus that. It basically proves that Joe is the holiday rapist, and he basically abused me and Bailey and or Kim and or Heather the entire time, or the Hiltons. The Hiltons are showing you all a message that they did the same thing in Colorado and the same as here over being Judaism. So which means he's doing it. He came up from underneath doing the same thing. So Bernardo Freeman of Ghetto Style, Robo Knight, you guys want to know why the world sucks? You guys want it fixed. This is how we do it. But you guys, in order for them to fix it, what do you think they're going to tell you guys? First, you're going to have to birth out. Then you can't abuse any child again, which is what you guys did. Then they'll tell you no carny, no football, no baseball, no, like Greg and them were saying. You can't do any of that stuff because it puts you back into a knot. Then you can't do country and western because when they were evolving it to that next spot, guess what? They were sick and tired of Joe and his fucking country and western bullshit stories.